Okay, we're going to talk about knowledge, experience, and faith. We get a lot of people that come to the clinic, or a lot of people taking lessons, or just, a lot of different people that own horses, and they've only owned them for a short time. And it's unbelievable the amount of knowledge that they have. They've picked up knowledge through buying everybody's DVDs and watching TV, reading books, and that's great. I think that's great. Man, you can never have enough knowledge. But a lot of these people, that's all they do is they become knowledge, kind of like book smart, and when it's time to do something with their horse using that knowledge, they can't do it. They, like I said, they're knowledge smart, but they don't have the next step, and that's experience. So you've got to take that knowledge and you got to get out there and you got to use it. Get out there and learn how to do that lateral flexion correctly. Okay, know when. I mean, I see people get on here and do lateral flexion, and they'll do it like this, and then they'll hold that horse and hold that horse, never giving that horse that release of pressure. A horse that's been through the lateral flexion and it's softer. I mean, yeah, you can reach down here and pull that head on around, but right when they release, you got to know to release. Sometimes people hold it. They'll hold it and they'll lean over here and they'll bring it all the way up to here and they'll hold it. Well, look, I'm out of my saddle. That horse takes off that way or spins, I'm on the ground. I'm also making my horse can't stop moving his feet because I've got my horse off balance. So we see things on TV and read in books and watch videos, but it's just not the same until you get out there and you actually do it yourself and do it with somebody that knows what they're doing. Either a professional, or go to a clinic, or take lessons, or get with somebody that does know how to do it, or get out there and just keep doing it until you do it correctly. And don't get out there and start trying to do it by mechanically. Do it by feel. Set on your horse, get that feel at the mouth, take that rein and feel like you're feeling that tongue. When that tongue releases, then you release. Okay? Do everything by feel. From your hands to your seat to your legs. Okay? Experience. Again, going to clinics, taking lessons. You can't do enough of it. When I was a kid, instead of Friday and Saturday nights running around the Sonic or running up and down the road with my buddies, I was always gone somewhere. I jumped in the truck and I was gone to a rodeo, or I was gone. If I heard there was some guy within 100 miles from my house that was a horse trainer, I was knocking on his door and I was offering free labor just to get stuff out of his mind, and more knowledge. And but this was coming by and from people that had been doing this their whole life, and they had learned from the horse. And as you start getting, then we go to faith. Once you start having more faith in yourself, confidence, then you're going to be able to start learning from the horse. The best teacher of them all. This girl right here. And to this day, I don't stop listening. I'm still listening to these horses. I learn something all the time. I carry a little black book around with me, and I may be back on a trail by myself, and something happens, and it worked. We communicated. I write it down in that book. so I never forget it. So, knowledge, experience, and another thing about experience is when you start getting your experience from somebody, you make sure it's somebody that didn't go 6 months earlier, go to a clinic, and then all of a sudden decide he's a clinician or a trainer. You get experience from somebody that's been doing this most of their life and that's been on a lot of horses, that definitely understands the psychology, the instinct of the horse, their behaviors, and not just somebody that knows how to do techniques and that can move the horse. A lot of times people like that, they move the horse out of fear, not communication. That's the reason why we call our skills communication skills, because we're communicating and not moving these horses because of fear. You know, experience also, walking this horse around. Right now I'm communicating with my seat. I'm asking this horse to lead off with my seat around this little dog here. Okay, now I'm starting to learn feel, and so is my horse. I keep moving my horse forward with my seat, and I'm going to ask my horse to go to the left, so I lift my rein, and as soon as my horse releases, see, I release. So that's going to get him to where he's going to start following that feel. Okay, I release. He's wanting to go to the right, I want to go to the left. So I add my pressure there, I release. I quit riding, he stopped. I keep my riding, I lift my rein to the left. When he goes, I release. Okay, so we got communication and feel. Okay, all right. One other thing is learning how, by experience, to get your horse's head in the correct position. So that I want to do a little leg yield. Do a little leg yield. You can see how I'm bending my horse's head and pushing that body over with my leg. Hey, this horse has only had about 8 days training, and she can already do leg yields and side passes. There's my stop, there's my backup. By feel. Get your knowledge, get your experience, have the confidence, because it's all about the horse.